What's going on, YouTube? This is Wi-Fi Memory here today. Today I am bringing you guys two teams, and I want you guys to vote for Team 1, Team 2. And I'm going to be featuring in today's video. Practically rocking it with the same Regirock team, right? I made one change for Team 1, and that is adding Gyarados. Team 2, I've added more of a sand team functionality to it. And I want you guys to be voting between those two teams for the next video, and then that will be the form of the Regirock team that I want to be rocking out with for the rest of the time that we play with Regirock. The reason I wanted Gyarados, it was a Lantern, and I've done some content with a Lantern. I have no problems with a Lantern, but we need immediate damage from something. Gyarados offers us some really good damage where we were lacking. So that's the difference basically. Do check the description of this video. The description will have a battle code where I'm going to be testing out this battle code. This is the battle code that Glitch has made, but if you're tired of battling these standard same teams kind of ordeal, check out this battle code. Hopefully we can get enough people on board, but check it out. And let's see if we can get a bunch of people in here and make a pretty strong community. You know, that'd be really, really fun to try and set something up like that. And just that way you're not battling the same teams over and over again. Maybe you can battle more Regirock so that way you guys can up your game against Regirock. Anyway, check it out. Try and use the code. Try and spread the code around. Tell your friends, tell your buddies, your Facebook buddies. Share it on Facebook. That would be awesome. Hey, Wi-Fi Merriman and Glitch have partnered up with this new battle code. Let's use this battle code, and let's support these guys. You know, that's all you gotta do. Share it on Twitter. See how many follow or likes it gets on Twitter. That'd be awesome too. Anyway, let's get into this battle. I was predicting a switch, so therefore that I went for a Thunder Wave, and you know what? We caught the Primate. Oh, my man's predicting a switch right there. Hey, I'm getting free Stealth Rocks. Whatever, I'm getting free Stealth Rocks. Now, I do know what you guys are already saying in the comments down below for team number 1. There are way too many flying types on this team. We got 1, 2, 3. It would have been normally 2 in the Lantern there, but we got way too many flying types, right? It baits, as you can see right there, it baits those rock attacks, right? Now obviously they're going to be going for close combat. They're thinking, oh man, they're going to stay in. We're going to the Gyarados now. It gives Gyarados a great opportunity to set up on something, right? Tentacruel coming out. Not very ideal actually for a Gyarados setup, but you know what? Do I have Earthquake on this thing? I don't think I do. I think I have Crunch. Unfortunately, I can check. We're checking for sure. I know this is Dragon Dance. Oh, I do have Earthquake. Okay. Hey, I was setting up that Dragon Dance then. Gyarados is in here. I'm about to be setting up on this Tentacruel. There shouldn't be much Tentacruel can do to us, right? I mean, we can get to +2 on Gyarados, and maybe potentially start sweeping. I don't care if you get rid of my Stealth Rocks. I can set those back up. I can really just set those back up if I need to. But if I'm gonna get this Gyarados sweep, I don't need that. I don't need no rocks. Alright, I'm going to set up one more Dragon Dance. I'm going to just set it up. I mean, you have shown me nothing that you can scare me out with. I believe Tentacruel does not get Thunderbolt. Now that would be actually really, really insane. Scald. Unfortunately, we are not Lumberry, so getting burned would be bad. We didn't get burned. We did not get burned. But you know what? We're playing with fire right now, and I don't want to play with fire. I'm just going to go ahead and throw the earth at this Tentacruel. You know, I'm just going to go ahead and throw it at it, and we pick up the KO. Tentacruel is a bulky Pokemon, but, you know, we're a +2 Gyarados right now. Hey, we're about to sweep. Hey, that Gyarados edition, you know what I'm saying? I said we need some immediate power. Right, here's some immediate power. This makes your opponents literally have to think, oh crap, there's a Gyarados. I'm gonna get set up on, and we're gonna get destroyed, basically. Clefable coming out. Hey, we're +2 Gyarados. Clefable may have the ability Unaware. What else could Clefable do, though? We can taunt it. I'm expecting maybe if it might have Thunderbolt. Like, Clefable can learn it, but most Clefables are not a very offensive threat. Right, there's the Moonblast. Most likely, that's a sign that you don't have. And you got a crit. Okay, so basically, without that crit, you gotta look at that and be like, well, that's probably a 4 or 5 hit KO. It really and truthfully. So let's go for a Waterfall. It's definitely Unaware. It's definitely Unaware. What's the chances of us... Ooh, is that another crit? No. That one that did crit the first time, that did so much more damage. Or that second hit did so much more damage than what I was expecting, to tell you honest truth. Do we stay in? Do we stay in here? Either way, it's not the end of the world, right? We can get a potential flinch here. And if we don't flinch, Gyarados goes down, but Clefable's at half. Okay, that's fine. Just because of a lack of a switching, right? Our Pokemon that probably could have switched in on this would have been Crobat. Crobat not really being famous for taking attacks very, very well. So now we come in with the Crobat. Do we predict the switch? Like, they should be expecting the cross poison, right? We can go for U-turn on their potential switch. There it is, there it is, there it is. Reading this person like a book. Into their own Crobat. Fantastic stuff. That's a good Pokemon, I guess, for resisting. But, you know, like I said, Crobat don't really take hits very well. The reason I took that Choice Band U-turn very well is that it's 4 times resisted. But we got Regirock here. We just basically use Crobat to break that Crobat's potential Focus Sash. Most Crobat, though, shouldn't be running Focus Sash because your main attack is Brave Bird, and therefore there's the recoil. So, yeah, I'm not expecting too much here. U-turn, that's fine. We're throwing some Rock Slide at him just to get some chip damage, but I could have tried to reset our Stealth Rocks too. But you know what? This is fine. Alright, so Kingdra comes in. Very interesting. How much are you taking from this? Ooh, that's good damage. For just chip damage, that's really, really good damage. What does Kingdra want to do? Potentially set up the Rain Dance? Yeah, if it does that, we definitely would love a Thunder Wave, right? Hydro Pump. No. So no, it might be a Sniper Kingdra. Not gonna lie, it might be a Sniper Kingdra. That is kind of cool. Alright, we'll go into Crobat here. We'll go into Crobat because I always think of Kingdra as Swift Swim. So if you're something that's not Swift Swim Kingdra, then you're just awesome, right? Don't know if this thing is potentially Choice Scarfed. Like, that could be really, really bad. Because we're bringing in our fastest guy on the team, not necessarily a wall to deal with this Kingdra. Okay, we do outspeed, fantastic. And we just clean up the Kingdra, fantastic. I don't want to deal with that. I want to get that thing off the board as fast as possible. Unfortunately, we had to lose our Regirock to it. I probably shouldn't have stayed in, but who honestly could have took the attack? Houndoom coming in. That... Two things are automatically crossing in my head. Choice Scarf or Focus Sash. Of just how he brought it in, right? I'm willing to stay in. I don't... If you're Choice Scarf, Houndoom, I don't see you knocking me out, and I can... Okay, so you might be Focus Sash. We do outspeed, and yeah, there's the Focus Sash. Do you KO me here? That's a possibility because we're so after that recoil, we might go down. Yeah, Crobat's definitely not the most offensive Pokemon, and Houndoom actually is very, very strong. We could go into Ursaring. We really could. I feel like I'm very timid with Ursaring. I don't really know its base speed all that well, and not knowing something's base speed all that greatly, yeah, because right here we're getting outspeeded. Ursaring, from what I've learned, is kind of slow, and it's a really good offensive threat, but who does it hit very often? It don't really. It kind of one of those guys that, if you follow baseball, he's kind of like one of those guys that, yeah, I'm not gonna hit often, but when I do hit the ball, it's gonna be a home run. But I'm gonna have a super low batting average, you know. So that's my thing with Ursaring. I do want to try and get it to work, but oh my goodness, it's so slow. I might need to maybe even adjust the EVs on it. But look at that, it hits so hard. That's a Clefable. That's a Clefable, and it just drops. Ursaring hits so hard, but it hardly ever gets the hit in. I mean, having 2 hits in one game, that's rare for Ursaring, right? Alright, facade time. Let's see. Brave Bird, yeah, we're dead. We're dead, Bear. We're dead, Teddy Bear, at that point. But you know what? Ursaring actually put in some work. Some work. Alright. Really and truthfully, nobody wants to take the Brave Bird, but we'll go into Garchomp. Garchomp, I think, is our bulkiest. Well, our Drift Bloom is actually somewhat bulky, but we might want to save that. If we just land this Outrage, we're fine. Don't know if this is Choice Banded either, but I do honestly believe that Garchomp could have lived if it was. And you know what? Well, it looks like we got the Crobat KO anyway, so that's nice. We are locked into Outrage, but that's fine. We do have Drift Bloom as well in the back. Drift Bloom didn't make much of an appearance in this game 1. Ooh, Primate Bennett's paralyzed from earlier, that Regirock paralyzation. Hey, the very beginning of the game, coming to the end to make it count. That's when it's the funnest, you know? You made a prediction, and now you just benefit from that prediction. Great games. Great game, Maya. Guys, I'll see you guys for game number 2. We'll be using a sand version of this team, and I just want you guys a comment. Team 1, Team 2. Which version of this team do you like the best? Alright, guys, I'll catch you for game number 2. Alright, what's up with the Crobats today? Everybody is playing Crobat, and I love it, I love it, I love it. Alright, so right here's the sand version of this team. Garchomp, Regirock. We're keeping the Drift Bloom and the Crobat, so that gives us 2 flying types. I know the comments right now are thinking, but flying types, but really and truthfully, those 2 flying types kind of make up the team, you know, like that's probably one of the biggest reasons why you guys voted for the team, so I kind of want to keep those on the team just because I don't want to take them off because they're like really cool Pokemon and I ain't used them yet on the channel. So I'm going to try and use them on both teams so that way you guys have to vote for one team. Does that make sense? Anyway. Alright, so our opponent, Crobat, Slowking, Claydol, Arcanine, Hitmonlee, and Absol. Very, very cool team, by the way. Alright, so what shall we do here? Stealth Rocks look like it's for free. We'll go ahead and set that up. That'll give us a Sand Stream as well for our Sand Slash. Our Regirock will benefit for a special defense boost as well, and it really don't hurt Garchomp at all. It's just nice. And I love this guy's name, Flying Roach. I like that name. Good, honest, clean name. If you think you're a Flying Roach, at least you name yourself the Flying Roach. Ooh, Hitmonlee. I was not expecting that, actually. Very, very interesting. So they're counter leading me. And that's a fighting move definitely coming my way. We got a ghost type, thankfully. You know, like I'm honestly expecting just a close combat. I don't believe in over predicting turn 1 so much. My man is switching out to Claydol. Ooh, my man. I got Drifblim for you though, man. So I hit you super effective still. I can still hit you super effective. Very interesting, because I mean, I could have stayed in and potentially went for Crunch. Very unlikely, but I could have. Very interesting to see the switch. I'm gonna go ahead and set up a Will-O-Wisp on this guy. I want to see what he wants to do, and I might set up a Calm Mind. It might be too early though. It honestly might be too early. Let's see though. Ooh, our Citrus Berry now activates. You want to see how much Hex does? Everyone's probably in the comments right now. I want to see how much that Hex does without a Calm Mind. And frankly, I kind of do too. Because it's like a super powerful move once a Pokemon is statused. And the reason I really like the Will-O-Wisp on this thing, and I don't know if Drifloon can get toxic, but I think, whoa, that did a lot of damage. Claydol is usually a pretty bulky Pokemon, but the reason why I like Will-O-Wisp over Toxic, even though I don't know if Drifblim can get Toxic, is that you can burn those physical attackers, and it actually really just benefits you in the long run, where if you Toxic them, they can still be very, very threatening to you. I know he ain't gonna die, but you know what? I want some HP back before. I don't think he. Oh, he might die because of the snow. He don't get sand buffeted. Never mind. But I want to see how much HP I can get back. Strength Staff is one of the coolest moves as well because it drops your opponent's physical attack. The reason I just went for it is just to see if I can get some HP back from the and let the burn and the sandstorm try and chip away. But then I remember Claydol actually isn't going to get buffeted by sand, and I ended up losing a little bit more HP than where if I would have just went for Hex. So, I was hoping kind of low key that I would got more HP back from the Strength Staff. But you know what? We live and we learn. Drifblim is probably the fastest thing on the field. It low key might be even faster than Sandslash. And Sandslash being in the sand. May not be, but that's how fast this Drifblim is right now. Drifblim is super speedy because of its unburdened ability. After its item is used up, it is like the fastest thing ever. No one can catch up to it. Like I said, Sandslash may have a chance. Ooh, Absol. Okay, Sucker Punch, you would outspeed me if I went for, but I don't have to. I don't have to go for, so I should still be able to outspeed this Absol. Yeah, we do outspeed. What are you doing though? Like Night Slash to KO me? Hey, after that burn, do you KO me? Do you Iron Tail? Yo, you should have went for Night Slash. Wait, oh no, waste. That worked out for him. That really just worked out for him. Because really and truthfully, hitting Absol with a Hex, it would be doing a lot of damage. A lot of damage. Alright, so we're going to bring out Sandslash here. Basically, do you want to switch anything into this Choice Banded Earthquake? Because if you do, that's alright. It's still going to be doing a lot of damage or something. I don't recall any flying types, but you know what? He probably does have something. But really and truthfully, nothing. If he don't have any way to... I think that Claydol might have been his Levitate user, right? He may not have a an answer for this Sand Slash, and the only way to beat the Sand Slash is just get him out of sand. Ooh, my man. You're in a tough spot. You're switching out the burnt Absol. You value the burnt Absol. Okay, well, you do have a Crobat. I forgot, and I even said that. Everyone's playing Crobat right now. Very, very sad. I should have went for Rock Slide. That's okay. Look at my Crobat. I'm expecting maybe a U-turn. A U-turn's not bad here for my opponent because they probably know that we're going to be switching. So if we happen to stay in, now we're choice banded. Is this big brain play and just go for Earthquake again? No, because we did outspeed. Dang, I mean, I'm okay letting Sand Slash go down as sleep fodder though right now. I'm okay with that. Okay, that's perfectly fine. No one else has to worry about being sleep fodder. We can go into Regirock. Hey, that works out. That kind of low-key works out as long as my man don't break Sleep Claws, you know, and he shouldn't be breaking Sleep Claws. Tailwind? Okay. Now you're getting all techie on me, Crobat. Don't do that. I'm gonna go ahead and give you some of these Stealth Rocks. What are you gonna do about that, you know? Like, Slowking? Psh, Slowking can't get rid of my Stealth Rocks. Silly. So Stealth Rocks is on the field. Woohoo! Alright, Scald. Honestly, I'm not too worried about it. We can go into Tyranitar here. Tyranitar getting a special defense boost, plus Slowking's just not known to be a very powerful special attacker. It is a decent one, but I'm not too worried, as then we threaten him with a crunch. This is all bearing on that we don't get burned, and that he does have Tailwind, so I'm sure he'll outspeed us. And he can fire off 2 Scalds, so the chance of us getting burned is a little bit high, but hopefully we don't. Fantastic. We didn't get burned on the first one. Now we should be threatening. Like, if he has to feel threatened here, and it's an easy just crunch for us, you know. Ooh, we do outspeed. This is huge damage. That's a KO. Wow, I honestly was expecting him to live, but you know what? I'll take that K. And the tail and petered out too. Tyranitar. Tyranitar's just doing everything right here. Alright, Hitmonlee coming back out. Hitmonlee versus Tyranitar was the opener of this game, and my man switched him out. I don't think he'll be making that same mistake though, because we already lost our Ghost type. Expecting the fighting move. I mean, we could go into Crobat. Crobat could definitely take one relatively decently, but is he predicting it and going for like an Ice Punch? I don't even know if he gets Ice Punch. Probably more like a... So, okay, Blaze Kick. Probably would have been like an Ice Kick, but that's not a move. But Blaze Kick is. Very interesting tech, because, I mean, if we would have stayed in. Alright, nothing wants to take a choice banded Brave Bird, dude. Endure? Wait, that means he has some type of berry. What kind of berry you have? Maybe a Kestat? Ensure that you go first the next turn. Hey, dude, there's sand. You're gonna faint due to the sand. Unless this is like some type of big boy berry or something, but you should faint due to the sand. What did you have? Lychee? Hey, it doesn't matter. You're going down to the sand. Thank goodness I had sand. We would have still outsped though. And I'm not for sure if he has Sucker Punch. Hitmonlee might have Sucker Punch. He probably does, because his brothers have Sucker Punch, you know. So he probably had it too. But man, that could have been something. All right, I know a Sucker Punch is coming, and it's stabbed. There's nothing I could do about it. Let Crobat go down. What? My man didn't go for Sucker Punch. He just let his Absol just drop. He's like, hey, this Absol's burnt. Just let it be Death Water, right? I gotta get rid of that Crobat. And I'm like, Okay, that's fine. I got more value than what I was expecting. Alright, to end the game off, I think we go into Garchomp. Probably not. I mean, we're probably not going to end it just right here, but you know, we're coming to the final stretches. I can feel it. I can feel it. Go Garchomp. This might confirm that we're faster too, of whatever he's bringing in, because we brought Garchomp out first, which we are, because the Arcanine, I believe, is base 100. Intimidate Arcanine. Okay, so this is probably a support Arcanine. We just want to throw up a substitute to block a potential Will-O-Wisp. Now, we do have Lumberry, but we don't necessarily want to use our Lumberry right off the bat. So, go for the substitute, block any potential, like if he goes for Will-O-Wisp, you know, he don't know it we're Lumberry. What you got? Play rough. Okay, we're just scouting. So, play rough means that he's an offensive variant. Okay, good information, because you wouldn't run play rough on a supportive Arcanine, obviously. Play rough is actually like a very kind of like high risk, high reward. You don't see too many offensive Arcanine running play rough, so very interesting to see, but that's fine. We do have a switch for it. We want to see now if he's choiced in any way too. He may switch up his attacks. He does not. He's actually switching into Crobat. That's not really the greatest switch for you, man, because I mean, either one really isn't the greatest, because I mean, unless you're just going to start breaking the sleep clause here and hit that hypnosis again, because remember, my Sandslash is still asleep. We can go for Rock Slide right here, and we should be able to pick up this KO. Tailwind? Bro, you're trying to set up that Arcanine to do some naughty, naughty things. Naughty, naughty things. Do keep in mind that he cannot intimidate my Regirock, because no, he can. We're not Clear Body, because Clear Body is banned, I believe. Yeah, we're sturdy. You can't get Clear Body Regirock in BDSP. Anyway, so that's kind of sad. Will-O-Wisp. So it is supportive. Why are you running play rough? What? I don't know. But he's at half health. You ain't gonna like this, even if my attack's cut in half. Do you have Morning Sun? You might. He may. If he goes for Will-O-Wisp again, we're fine. We can go into Garchomp because of our Lumberry, and we can finish this guy off. Play rough. Potentially? It's not the end of the world, though, if he does go for it, because we can bring Regirock back in if Garchomp happens to even go down. But okay, that's fine. He was predicting the Garchomp switch. We have Lumberry. This is GG, because we already know we outspeed, because we sent Garchomp out against his Arcanine, and Garchomp came out first. Plus, Garchomp has a higher base speed anyway. And we know that this guy is obviously not Scarfed. So, oh, he is Scarfed. This is... No, wait, he's not Scarfed. He is under Tailwind. Wow. Either way, this is Stab Earthquake. Look how low of HP he is. Just spam Will-O-Wisp for the win. That's how you do it, guys. Anyway, guys. For team number 1, team number 2, in the comments down below, you're voting for the teams that I used in combination and stuff. I do feel like both of those teams, team 1 and team 2, are great choices. And it's just a little bit of an upgrade. Those teams aren't perfect. Adding these different additions, obviously, you know, the Gyarados, that brings a third flying type to the team. So now we're going to have to work around trying to figure out all that. Like, our weaknesses. But the team really covers that flying weakness, so keep that in mind too. For team number 2, we kind of just say, hey, Regirock, we're building a team around you. What's the best thing that we could do for you? We could give you Stand. And that gives you some really great special defense, and therefore gives you as much survivability as possible, which gives you more screen time. So whatever, you know, like, and both teams are good. The supporting cast on both teams are fantastic in my opinion. Really and truthfully, the only thing that felt off with the original team was just the lack of offense. I felt like it was so hard to set up some offense, so I had to make some changes. So hopefully you guys ain't too mad at me. Anyway, guys, this is Wi-Fi Merriman signing out. Y'all take care. Peace.